actually were great problems about the integrity of how Mr. Pollard had conducted that investigation. But these are matters that I never pursued because I was actually retiring shortly afterwards. That again had been a matter that had been concerning.
So your serious concerns complaint so far hasn't actually been investigated. Is this because you've retired and it doesn't matter any longer, or?
I think actually, if I remember right, it was a procedure for a state's employee, and as I am no longer a state's employee, I assumed that complaint lapsed. It related to things being leaked to the newspapers, confidential information being leaked to the newspapers in a way that could damage certain people. So I won't go into the details, but they were of some significance, but I will say that they are simply allegations. There may be a simple explanation.
So because you're not an employee of the Health and Social Services anymore, they can completely ignore that complaint. Is there? Surely that can't be right.
There are many different ways to complain, and I believe that avenue of complaint was only open to states' employees. I mean, I could raise a formal complaint myself about the chief executive, but as Senator Sibre has been raising complaints himself and getting nowhere, I'm not certain that I feel confident using that sort of alleyway.
Now with this internal investigation that's going on, we've got investigations going all over the place. We've got internal, external and everything. What are your thoughts on this internal investigation? Surely it's such a close-knit community, everybody's conflicted. I believe personally it should be left to external investigators. Surely any internal investigation is going to be conflicted.
Well, there are conflicts and there are ways of dealing with them, fairly standard ways of dealing with them. But to go back to the main topic that we're talking about now, if you have a leadership whose integrity you can't trust, then that weighs heavily on any internal investigation. If documents are produced and you can't believe, trust these documents to be reliable, if documents are not produced and you can't be confident the documents haven't been destroyed, if people say things and you can't trust what they're saying, then that weighs very heavily on any investigation. And that's why I feel that specific issues I raised should be looked at. And I will repeat again that they are simply concerns I have, and what I feel is that they should be looked into.
Would it be safe to say you have little faith or confidence in the Chief Executive Officer, Mike Pollard, as things stand, bearing in mind you were a consultant psychiatrist for 15 years under Health and Social Services and worked obviously with Dr. Mike Pollard. Do you have faith and trust and confidence in him running this show?
No, I didn't personally. I mean, that's how I saw things. That's a personal belief, but I had little trust in him and little confidence in his abilities. I based that on things that I saw. I must say he probably sees things very differently.